welcome back to Drawing for Kids. To start off, let's go over what material you'll need. You need some Crayola markers, which you can use any color markers that you like. Next, you also need some paper. In addition to that, you'll need some black markers, such as Sharpies. Okay, so as I'm going along, I'll go step by step on how to draw this character, but I really like to invite you to add your own little twist to it to make it your own. There's no pressure to necessarily draw exactly what I have, but let's use that as a guidance to see what we can come up with. As always, remember to add in a little bit of your imagination to make it your own. You can do this drawing with your family and friends, and at the end of it, maybe check out how everybody's drawing turned out at the very end. Are you ready? So we're gonna get started. Hello everyone. So here I have this white piece of paper that I'll be drawing my sensitive seahorse on. That's right, I'm drawing a seahorse today. And I don't think I've drawn a seahorse in a while. So let's see how this turns out. On my black marker, I'm going to start by drawing, let's start with the seahorse head. How does that sound? Okay, so here I'm going to start by figuring out where the head's going to be. So here is the mouth of the seahorse. You can see I do a flat dot at the end, and then here is the seahorse's ear. So I'm just marking roughly the spaces are, and now I'm going to do a curved line attaching that to the ear, so you can see the head of the seahorse a little bit already. So there's the mouth of the seahorse right there where the dot is, and that's the forehead. Of course, I need to add eyes for the seahorse. I'm going to do a round circle right there, and then next I'm going to add in a pupil for my seahorse. And of course, you can use your black marker to fill in the color, and if you like, you can also use a different color marker if you like a blue marker or a purple marker for the pupil of the seahorse eye. Next, I'll do the body, and I want a big round belly in the front and another line kind of parallel along beside it. And then I'll do the arm, the little flipper arm on the side for the seahorse. And then I'm going to do a curve for the back of the head and the body. So there you go. There's that line. And then I'm going to do a curved line afterwards, but right here, a swirl for the tail and connecting it to the arm right there. So you can see the general shape of my seahorse already is already coming out. And I want to do this back fin all along the back of the seahorse, and a little bit along the tail there as well. Another fin. There you go. So now we have our general outline for the seahorse. I'm going to add some lines kind of dividing up the fin. This is of course optional. You can use another color marker and add these markers as well. I'm just adding in these lines on the fin just to create a little bit of texture and make it stand out a little bit more. And then on the belly as well, section it. Anyway, so this is what I have of the seahorse. Of course, I feel like I need some background. Maybe I'll draw in some fishies in the background. So there's one fish. Of course, it's up to you if you want to do a big fish or a small fish. Maybe there's an octopus in the background. So what are some ideas that you can think of for underground, or not underground, but underwater animals? Draw some air bubbles that are coming out of seahorse's mouth, and then I'm gonna draw some long seaweed that's waving around underwater. I think that will be fun as well. So yeah, so this is general outline for my smiley sensitive seahorse. What do you think? Looks pretty good so far, right? Okay, So next we're gonna start coloring the seahorse, and I love coloring because it's so fun to use all different types of color combination and see how it turns out. I'm gonna use this light pink to add some polka dots to my seahorse. Of course, you can choose to use different colors that you would like as well, or use a combination of different colors. You can do rainbow polka dots if you like. Next, I'm going to use this turquoise color because I think it'll be really cool to have a turquoise seahorse. So here I'm just filling in the colors, making sure to fill in all the white spaces and coloring within the lines. And then making sure I don't color over my polka dots as well, and also leaving out the white part of the seahorse's eye. Now, I don't think I've seen a seahorse at least in nature in real life before, so I don't know if you have either. Sometimes I find that when I've never seen something in real life, it's really nice to kind of use my creativity and think about what would it look like in my mind? What kind of colors would it be? What would it be doing? I think definitely I've seen seahorses in the aquarium before. Generally they're more like orangey and coral color, so they camouflage well underwater. But for the sake of this drawing, I feel like it'll be nice to use a color that I haven't used very often before, but I really enjoy wearing. So here, coloring in the turquoise, of course, for the belly of the seahorse, as well as like the back fins, you can use different colors as well. Here I have this light green color, which I think will be so perfect for particularly the seaweed that's floating in the water. You can see how it's kind of wavy, like it's waving underwater. And of course you can have different color for your seaweed as well, for the long one and the short one. Besides green, there's also like purple, reds, all kinds of colors for seaweed. So I think you can have a lot of fun with that and add a lot of color to the background. You can do more than just 2 pieces of seaweed as well. Next I have my yellow, which I'll use to color the belly of my seahorse. I think it's coming together quite nicely, don't you think? I think the yellow really pops. Now if you have time, you can also use a blue color to color in the water that the seahorse is swimming in, or you can add in accessories for your seahorse. Maybe it's in a band and it's playing the trumpet, it's holding a trumpet. Maybe it's holding a sign, and if it's holding a sign, what would it say on the sign? Maybe it is wishing somebody a happy birthday, in which it will say happy birthday on the sign. Well, those are just some ideas for you. Just gonna fill in my air bubbles and color my fish, and I should wrap up for the smiley sensitive seahorse. So that's my orange for my fish. Thank you so much for joining me on this video of painting this lovely smiley sensitive seahorse. I had so much fun painting it, and he's so cute. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me on Drawing for Kids, and I'll see you next time in another video. Stay safe and stay creative, everyone. Bye for now.